Hello, everyone. My name is William, and this is William's View. And today I want to talk about what we've been seeing from Manchester United lately, with the recent game being on Thursday in the Europa League and what's coming tomorrow on Sunday away at the Etihad against Manchester City. To be honest, I'm worried. I'm worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. I know this is something's going off at Manchester City right now. I think they have like 9 games in a row, one win, one draw, and then all losses. I'm not sure. I could be corrected. But I just have a feeling that I actually have two ways that I'm seeing this. Either Manchester City are gonna put City to the sword for once and for all, or Manchester City is gonna wake up and finally be the Manchester City that we've been seeing for years now after they play Manchester United. That's why I say, to be honest, I'm not really overconfident with what's going to happen tomorrow with Man United. With the inconsistencies that we've been seeing for years now and the players that we have, I'm really not looking forward to this, to be honest. I mean, I could be wrong. They could do something special tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic as possible as I can, but I just have this feeling that it won't end well for us. Going back to the Thursday game, what we saw, I think there were a lot of missed opportunities from the coach, from the management as well. Some players could have been rested, and some players could have been brought into the team to experiment. I think that the team that the opponent, the opposition, we could have experimented a little bit from Mason Mount could have had a start. Diogo Dalot could have been rested. And a lot of players, I mean, Rasmus as well, he seems to be getting into some form, so he could have started the game as well, continue on building. I understand that he was probably been rested for Man City, but I think he could have done with the start just to boost his confidence a little more. I mean, we saw when he came on into the game, two quick goals from him, proper striker goals. Amad Diallo, very lively as well in the second half. But overall, man, these players, this team, this is just a poor team, Manchester United. It's just a very, very poor team. The amount of misplaced passes that we've seen on Thursdays. At one stage, I heard the commentator say they were averaging one misplaced pass in every six passes attempted, which is not very good stat. For a club as big as Man United and the opposition, that's just a shocking stat. That was just shocking. I think Ruben Amorim has seen that this club needs some serious, serious work. A lot of players are going to have to leave, and I think they're going to have to bring in some serious reinforcement. I think we've said that with Eric Ten Hag and pretty much every coach that has come on since Sir Alex Ferguson left in 2013. But this time around, it's real now, and there has to be some ruthlessness as well. The guys like Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, this is a do or die season for everybody. You either pull your socks up or you're gonna have to leave. I know you can't sell everyone in one go, but most of these players are gonna have to leave. You have guys like Amad Diallo, Rasmus Højlund, Manuel Ugarte. Who else? It's very hard to pick who's actually good in this season. But Amad Diallo, Rasmus, Kobe Maino, Manuel Ugarte, Mazarawi, these are the players that you're going to have to build this team around. These are the players that we have seen so far this season that they're trying hard and they actually care about what they're doing. I think Garnacho as well, he does show a lot of care. It's just that his decision making is the issue. He's very inconsistent with that. He needs to be a team player more from me. He needs to decide better when he's in the attacking positions, most cases, I think his instincts are always to shoot. But I feel like in more cases, he could actually just pass the ball and give it to someone else in a better position. But he always chooses to shoot, and in most cases, he misses or the shot gets blocked, and it hurts the team. So he's good for the future, I reckon. But I think at the moment he could do well with coming off the bench while the other opposition is already tired, and you could take advantage of some of the tired legs. But as for starting, I'm not sure he's ready to be starting all games. And I think Ruben has already probably seen it that he's not quite ready to be starting all games. So I think that's why we've been seeing him coming on and off into the team. So I think it's quite good for him. And Marcus Rashford, I don't know. I think it's been said way too many times that he's just not good enough. I mean, he came in hot when he first came onto the scene, scoring goals left and right, and I think that was just a rawness in him, that youth, exuberance of youth. But since then, he's just hot and cold. I mean, one season is hot. He's probably had one hot season actually, or two, or three probably. But all the other seasons, he's just been poor. And even now, I'm not really convinced with all the goals that he's been scoring recently. We're still gonna get the same Marcus Rashford of old. So I'm not really bought with what we have seen right now. I think he's teased us way too many times to fall for all these tricks of his. So I'm not really convinced. And Bruno Fernandes, I don't know. He's also a bit of a hot and cold for me. I'm not really a fan of the way he plays the football. He's very creative. He's a captain. He scores goals, but I'm really not a fan of the way he plays sometimes. The way he's always looking for that Hollywood pass. The way he's always looking for that. I don't know, especially the way he kicks it, like with this, the way he likes his outside pass thing. I really don't like it. Like he does it way too many times, and in most cases, it either gets intercepted in the opposition attack, or he just misplaces it altogether, and it just affects the team. It just affects the team. I think also on Thursday, Onana could have had some rests. You could have had some rests, and he's starting to make some silly mistakes. So I don't know whether it's the fatigue in him or he's just getting way too comfortable as well. But you could have done with the rest as well. I would have liked to see Mason Mount start. I think him and Amad Diallo could have played the two tens, or Mason Mount plays a little deeper with Casemiro, with Bruno up forward in the 10 position. But I would have liked to see Mason Mount start that game. I think it was the right game for him to play, but I think the coach saw it otherwise. And Dalot could have had some rest as well. Had Mazarao playing the right wing back, and yeah, I think it was a missed opportunity there. And yeah, I don't know. And looking forward to Sunday, I'm very, very worried. I know Man City have been very poor this season, and so have we, to be honest. So have we, and this could be a season defining for either us or Man City. Because if they lose tomorrow against United, Man City, it could be. I think it could be probably the end of their title race as we know it. But again, with Liverpool and Arsenal dropping points today, it could also be. It could just be a blip again. But I think both teams need this win. Both teams need this win. But I think Man City, if they are still to stay relevant this season, they're gonna need to show up. But I hope not, because we also need some points. We desperately need some points, and we need to see tomorrow. Personally, for me, tomorrow Rasmus Højlund needs to start. I think he needs to start. Amad Diallo needs to start, and then everybody else is I don't know. It's like put the hand in the bag and pick your number, because it could be anyone. I think Kobe Mino as well has to start. Onana's probably gonna have to pick himself, but as for everyone else, I think the back four as well. The back three, Martinez, the left, and he's probably gonna have to play. I don't know if Maguire's fit to play, but he's probably gonna have to play him or Mazarawi. Oh, Leniero is also back. So I think Leniero, Martinez, and De Ligt, probably the center backs. I don't think he's going to risk Malacia against City. So you're probably going to have Dalot on the left and Mazarawi on the right. And the midfield, I'm hoping for Kobe Maino and Manuel Ugarte. I think Manuel Ugarte is starting to show his true self now as to what we can expect from him going forward. He's been very good, consistent, and Ahmad as well on the right wing back, probably. I don't see him playing as a 10 tomorrow. I think we're probably going to have a Bruno Fernandes and Rashford with Rasmus Højlund up front. I don't see any other way. And yeah, so it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. So let's do a lot of praying tonight, guys, because tomorrow could be very bad. But I'm trying to be very optimistic, but it's just not. It's very hard with Manchester United right now to be optimistic about anything, regardless of who the opposition is. It's just very, very hard. And right, let's see what happens tomorrow. See you guys.